Okay, let's be honest. Comparison is the silent killer of confidence. You're scrolling, you see someone do better than you, looking better, living better, and before you've even realized, you've convinced yourself that you are fully behind. But let me make this clear. You are not behind. You are distracted. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can stop comparing yourself to other people. Practically, mentally, emotionally, because comparison keeps you small. And small is never what you are meant to be. You see, I am the stereotypical example of growing up in a conditioned environment to compare myself to other people. I grew up in a family full of girls. Every girl was compared to the other. Weight, height, skin color, grades, intelligence, sporting ability, you name it, it was the topic of conversation at every family dinner. And I know it wasn't because anybody was trying to hurt us. It was just how people spoke. It was what they grew up with, and so continue to project it onto the next generations. They also thought comparison was a form of motivation. Look at her grades, look how well she's doing, don't you want to be doing as well? And trust me, I was getting literally the worst grades, so my parents really tried. But unfortunately, instead of motivating us, what it really did was teach us that being enough was always somewhere else, somebody else, just not us. Of course, fast forward to now, and we've taken that conditioning into adulthood, but multiply it by millions, because now we're comparing ourselves to every single human being on planet Earth through social media. Social media has made every single person's life visible, but I want to stress this right now. What we see is manufactured perfection. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. What we see on social media is manufactured perfection. Filtered morning routines, perfect polished bodies, staged vlogs, get ready with me's. What you don't see is the breakdowns, the nights that they question their worth. It's not that they don't experience it. They do. They're just not showing it to you. So here's where I need you to understand that you are deeply living a comparison cycle. Let's break down the comparison cycle for you. Step number 1, you compare. Compare yourself to other people. She's got a better job than me. She's making more money than me. She looks better than me. Oh my gosh, her hair is nicer. She does her makeup so much better. The list goes on. Step number 2, you feel inadequate. You feel like you can never be that. It feels so unattainable to you that you just feel so worthless. Step number 3, you withdraw. Your confidence is at an all-time low. You have 100% self-doubt. Your insecurities are just riddled within you. So then what happens next time you come across another person? You go back into step 1 of comparing yourself to them. And the cycle just continues. You keep going round and round and round, and you're not breaking it. It's a dopamine trap, a constant loop of consuming, doubting, and then escaping through more consuming. And every time you go through it, it is just eating away and digging away at your self-trust. So we want to break that today. I'm going to share the 3 steps that you need in your life to stop comparing yourself to other people. And as a result, build your confidence and just realize that you are that girl. Step number 1, audit your inputs. Let me break that down for you. If what you're consuming on a day-to-day basis makes you feel small, it doesn't deserve your attention. And quite frankly, it shouldn't have your attention. The truth is, comparison doesn't start in your mind. It starts in your environment. Ask yourself this: what am I feeding my brain every day? If the people that you follow on social media make you feel insecure, unfollow them, mute them, take space from it. You don't owe anyone a follow, especially if it's costing you your peace. You need to start replacing your comparison triggers to your growth triggers. Follow people who are teaching you, who are uplifting you and inspiring you, or even people that make you laugh. You need to create a digital space that reflects who you want to become, not what you are missing. Every single month, at the end of the month, I do a spring clean of who I follow. Every time something pops up online that makes me feel less than, I either click unfollow or mute, without even second guessing myself. If that page, if that content triggers me and I go into that deep dark hole of watching their content and feeling like I am just not as good as them, they're gone. The more and more you do this audit, you'll realize that you are creating that digital space that is actually feeding you rather than draining you. You'll actually realize how much mental space you get back. And by the way, this is just not online, this is in real life too. If there are people who constantly bring up a comparison nature within you, you know, those friends that you meet and they're talking about other people and, oh, look how well she's doing. Oh, you've gained weight. Also, when will you settle down? Are you still single? Thinking of having kids anytime soon? No. Set boundaries. change the topic, limit access. Access denied. You are not obligated to participate in any of these conversations. The content you consume, the people you surround yourself with, it's your mental diet, so feed it well. Step number 2 is the comparison mirror. Here's something a lot of people don't realize. Comparison is rarely about the other person. It's a mirror. When someone triggers that feeling inside of you, envy, irritation, inadequacy, pause and ask yourself this: what is this showing me about me? You see, we compare ourselves most with the people who make us realize our unrealized potential. For example, if you see someone speaking confidently, creating boldly, or living freely, and it stings, that sting is not jealousy. It is information. It is your intuition whispering to you, you could do that too. So instead of sitting there and thinking, oh, why them? Why do they have it all? Shift it to, what is this teaching me about what I want? For example, if you see a content creator posting consistent videos and it really bothers you, maybe it doesn't bother you because they're successful. Maybe it's because deep down you want to be creating consistently too. Comparison becomes toxic when we use it to measure ourselves against others. But it becomes really powerful when we use it as a mirror to reflect what we truly desire. So every time comparison shows up, ask yourself these questions. What is this moment revealing about my goals? And is there something I haven't given myself permission to start? Because when you shift comparison into awareness, it actually turns from poison to purpose. Step number 3 to stop this vicious cycle of comparison: stay in your lane. Let me say this clearly. You cannot run your race if you keep looking sideways. Your path is not supposed to look like theirs. Your pace is not meant to match theirs. Because the truth is, you don't know what they've sacrificed, what they've struggled with, or what season of their life they're in. Some people are in their harvest season. Everything they've worked for is blooming, but you might still be planting seeds. And that doesn't mean you're behind, it just means you are becoming. When you compare, you are diluting your focus. But when you stay in your lane, you accelerate. Here's a really simple mindset shift I want you to remember. I'm not behind, I'm building. And I want you to say this phrase to yourself every single time you feel triggered to compare. I'm not behind, I'm building. When you stop comparing, you will stop competing. And when you stop competing, you finally start creating. Those are 3 really easy steps that you can use and implement into your life from today. It has quite literally transformed my confidence to where it is today. I just want to do one thing where we stop, we close our eyes, and I want you to imagine what your life would look like if you stopped comparing. If all the time and energy you used into watching what others have and you don't actually was poured into yourself, your goals, your visions, your healing, you'd move with so much clarity. You would trust your voice. You'd finally realize that the only competition that truly mattered is the one between who you were yesterday and the one you're becoming today. So stop comparing and start becoming, because the version of you that doesn't compare, she is unstoppable. She's focused, and more than anything, she is free. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you loved it, please do like, subscribe, send me a comment. Let me know what you want to see more of in my future videos. I'm just a girl simply here talking you into believing in yourself. Until next time.